So there's been a lot of debate, I think, between some people in the Democratic Party about what kinds of issues they should be talking about. And I think that black voters in this poll are saying we don't agree. We disagree, in fact.
Well, to that point, right, is that debate route. We've got to stop talking about identification politics and all this thing. I really don't know what identification politics is. Donald Trump is the king of identification politics, but
Exactly.
but nonetheless. So let's just focus on the economy and working class people and their issues, right? That's been the push of many in the Democratic Party since the election. But what we see here is when we ferret it out, right, among African Americans, you do have the majority of African Americans sort of reject this ideal of we just got to focus on the economy and working class issues, but we got to fight for freedoms and rights. And you know this well, Adrian, is from a qualitative standpoint, is when we talk to African Americans and folk groups about this, right, they connect the dots, right?
Right.
You can't have economic rights and you can't have economic progress if, in fact, they're attacking your rights and your freedoms, if they're undermining you politically.
Right.
That undermines your ability to get ahead and your opportunities.
Yeah, and I think that it's also wrong and insulting and turns people off when Democrats refer to people's core issues that they care about as distractions. Right? We
Yes,
can only talk about the economy, but your voting rights are a distraction. We need to talk about the economy because your fear of rising hate crimes is a distraction. It's insulting, it's offensive, and I think that's why folks are like, no, talk about the economy, but this other stuff is actually the thing that's undermining America.
I think that's spot on. I couldn't say it better, right? Is this idea that DEI is identification political thing, as opposed to it being something that undermines our ability to get ahead. So I hope, to your point, I hope Democrats change the way they're talking about this or rethink some of their strategy around this.
One can hope.